Welcome back. Joining us now to discuss her work in transforming small business development in Western New York is Talia Johnson-Huff. Thanks so much for coming in today.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. For those who don't know, tell us more about what you do.
So I'm the owner of MWB Constructors, Inc., and we do construction, consultant, community culture. We do construction management, we do outreach, and we also do marketing, graphic design, so basically everything around everything, for a lack of better term. But for the most part, what I like to say that I do is everything beauty, building, and business. And so, yeah, that's our brand. I used to be a general contractor, and during COVID, with the shutting down of job sites, I really moved over into construction management and more public outreach.
Okay. So let's talk about one of your most recent projects, the Karns Avenue Bowling Center. Tell us all about that and how it came to you.
So, let me be clear that I'm just a small piece of this big puzzle for the Karns Avenue Bowling Center. And so it came to me. I was a former member of the board of directors for East Buffalo Development Corp. So Essence Sweat, she invited me to come out to the launch of the Vacant rental program. I got there, met Senator Sean Ryan, who brought this program to our area, funded by New York State. And it's about $10.6 million here for the city of Buffalo for residential and also mixed-use properties to get this funding to get their properties back online. Okay. So I was hired by Broadway Fillmore Neighborhood Housing and really introduced to Broadway Fillmore by Brandy Barrett, who was very instrumental in this project. And I have a contract with Broadway Fillmore as a construction analyst consultant. And Karns Avenue was the very first property that I inspected to get it qualified for the vacant rental program.
Very, very cool. So yeah. This program is putting money back into local communities to help revitalize what is no longer there because they were small businesses that just couldn't keep up. Is that correct?
Yeah, this program is about, so it's helping a lot of small businesses, but the program is really about getting houses back online, properties back online that were, shut down for one reason or another. Maybe these landlords couldn't keep up with the repairs. And so these people, renovate these properties, they get them back online, and then they rent them at an affordable rate for a period of 10 years minimum.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And what does it mean to be able to be, like you said, you're a small part, but you are a part in helping to revive small businesses like Karns Bowling Center?
It means so much to me because a lot of my work, I've been doing this since probably about 2008, really behind the scenes with larger construction companies, doing a lot of public outreach, connecting small businesses to these larger contracts, and then also getting them certified. So I do MWBE certifications and things of that sort. But this project for Karns was very personal to me because Dan is a service-disabled veteran. He's also the only Black-owned bowling alley in New York State.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and a lot of people did not know that. So, being a part of this and really seeing this, I live right around the corner from Karns Bowling Alley. I frequent the bowling alley before I even knew that Dan was the owner. So it just means so much to be able to have my hands, slightly on this project. And I wanted to definitely bring it the exposure that I felt like it deserved.
Let's talk about this reopening because it's more than just a ribbon cutting ceremony, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. I just being in the community and it was, not closed for a large amount of time, but just knowing that it was closed, so many people were truly affected by it just because, it's not just a bowling alley, it's really a community hub.
Yeah.
It's where people hang out, have meetings, eat food. Amazing chicken wings, by the way. You have to check it out, Chelsea.
Okay.
And then the bowling, right? There's really no other bowling center in Buffalo, New York, other than 500 Pearl, which is a smaller lane. But this is kind of what I consider nostalgic, right? It's retro. You go there, they still have the wooden lanes. Dan knows everything about bowling, literally. He doesn't do a lot of talking. I'm trying to push him out there, but just to know that this particular place is reopening and coming out to the community with, the first phase, he went through the community-based real estate development program, and so he got funding for phase 1. So that's how the reopening just happened. So phase 2 is getting these vacant rentals back online. He has 2 vacant rentals up there to get those back online. And then we have some other things cooking in the pot that I might come back and tell you about.
Okay. All right. So when is the reopening for the bowling alley?
So the reopening happened on Saturday.
Okay.
Yes, it happened on Saturday. It was an amazing time. We had Timeless Tunes as a DJ and host there. The Challenger was there. I'm not going to mention your competitor. They were there. Channel 2 was there. Senator Sean Ryan was in the place. He's a bowler, so he's super excited that it reopened, and he, showed up. Waffle was there, and we had an amazing time. Just people in the community being able to see just this first phase of opening. People were super, super excited, and there's still work to do, right? There's a ton of work to do. We need to make sure that we get the parking lot done. We've heard about the parking lot, and so we definitely want those in the community to continue to rally around and be excited and also help.
Absolutely. All righty. Well, thank you so much for coming in and telling us about this
Yes.
project. Viewers, if you'd like to stay up to date on this restoration project and more, just visit mwbeconstructors.com. Thanks again for coming in.
Thank you for having me.